low 60s.
Oh,
I miss the weather for sure out in Florida.
yes. Well, hey, you're welcome to come back. It seems like everybody's moving here. So
I love the mountains. It was too flat for me. Like the highest point in Florida was that bridge that goes between like Tampa and
the bridge between St. Petersburg
yeah.
and Sarasota, it's the Skyway Bridge. I love it. I go there as often as possible.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. Too flat.
I
All
know.
right. Well,
I
let's get this underway.
Yep.
Diaki, are you having any issues at all?
Well, I went through everything. I had if I can share my screen, I don't want to be the first one to go because you might answer all of my questions.
Okay. All right. We'll
awesome.
start with somebody else and we'll get back to you. All right. Perfect. So let's I know Craig was in here. So Craig, are you running into any issues that you're currently seeing that you'd like us to go over with you?
I just have issues with Facebook itself trying to figure out where the menus are as far as just trying to see what kind of stats I'm having and stuff. And the problem I have is I had another ad thing on there when I was with another company 2 or 3 years ago. And I tried to delete that and get rid of it because when I go to ads, it pops up those ads, and I can't see. I don't know if the ad I'm running now.
I'm going to make you the co-host. Why don't you share your screen so you could show us exactly what you're talking about?
Yep.
All right, let me log in. Give me a minute here.
Cool. And then Andre and Judy and Diaki, if you guys, while we're waiting, can put in the chat any specific issues that you are having. This way we can prepare to answer those questions. If we know them in advance, this way we can get through them faster. Okay.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I go over here to Ads Manager.
Uh-huh.
And okay, this comes up, and this is my old campaigns with my old company.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
If I go to here.
Oh,
that's not where you want to go. You're trying to see your ads.
Right, and then see this Tandem Mortgage was my old place I used to work at, and I tried to get rid of it.
Well, that's a totally different thing. You don't need to get rid of it. Can you go back twice? Can you press the back arrow twice? So you're trying to see your ads that you're running, correct?
Yeah, and this is old ads.
So open up your platform real quick.
How do I do that?
Oh,
you go to app.leadhackers.io.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Right there it is. Yep. I just want to see what ad account he's running them from, Brandon.
Cool.
Yeah, just send it to your phone number. It'll be quicker. And everybody, don't worry. It's a one-time code.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. If someone smarter than me wants to go in and fix it, I'm fine with that.
Right. That's the way it usually works. So, maybe you didn't type.
No, it's good.
There it is.
Sometimes
Okay,
it takes a minute.
so go down to the left at where it says Ad Management. Click that. Let's see what ad account he's under. So campaigns. Go to Accounts. Click Accounts. It's right under New Campaign. Yep. Okay. So the ad account that you're under is Power Play Mortgage. So don't switch that yet. So go back to your Facebook.
How do I move this?
Just open a new tab. Hit the plus sign to the right. Yeah, just open up a new tab.
I don't know how to get around this.
All good. Are you on a Mac or a PC?
I'm on a PC.
Hit Control T.
Now go back to your Facebook. Facebook.com.
Okay, well, my Facebook's open underneath this, if I can.
That's
just-
okay. Just no worries. Just it's gonna still pop up your
Okay, there
Facebook.
it goes.
There.
So go click Ads Manager. Okay, so this is going to be under Power Play. The problem is, do you see a campaigns up top right there?
Oh, okay,
Click
yeah.
where it says Craig Daniger and go to see more ad accounts. And click Power Play Mortgage.
Oh, okay.
That
There
is
we
where you
go.
will see the results of your ads. This is where you and for everybody watching, right? This is where you can see the results. So right now you have 4 leads. Holy crap. When did you get started, Craig?
I got started on the 14th is when
Okay.
this started.
The only thing that I have to say is, Craig, what was my 2 things that I tell everybody?
Okay, here's the thing with the leads, though. I haven't contacted or I haven't gotten an email or anything that says, hey, call these people. So what's that mean? I've got 4 leads.
You
So
have
we'll,
4, you've generated 4 leads. Brandon, can you make sure it's in his CRM?
yep. So let's do this. I'm going to request control if that's okay.
Fine.
But the other thing that I have to say, Greg, is you're spending way too little.
Well,
on,
I started it because I wasn't sure if it was working.
right.
So I put the 5 in.
Got it. Just to test. Well, you're
Yeah,
getting,
to test, because that's
you're
why
getting a
I'm
great
on
cost
my-
per lead. It's crazy that you got 4 leads already and you're only running $5 a day. Wait till you increase that ad spend, and you're gonna get that's just a good sign
I'm
for
sorry, I
sure.
was moving it. Go ahead.
Oh, I was like, what's
I'll
going
let
on?
off it. I was trying to move that thing there.
Oh, okay. I think there's a step missing in integration. So let's go check that. All right, let's see. Facebook form film mapping. All right, so
He's saying that he
PowerPoint
doesn't
lead
see his leads
generation
inside of his system,
campaign
correct?
version. Let's see.
Man, I can't believe he got 4 leads and he's running $5 a day. That's pretty insane.
As a killer cost per lead.
I was thinking of changing the ad too to.
No. Don't change anything. I would not change anything.
Because what I have a home buyer program, or I
Yeah.
forget what I have.
Now, do you know if you're running short form or long
So
form?
funny.
I'm just running leads.
You don't
Short
know what
form, I
kind?
guess. I'm not running long
It's
form.
He's
lead
running
form.
lead ads. Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lead.
No,
So
but it's funny because you're like, oh, you got 4 leads. And he's like, oh, I should change it. And you're like, why? The hell?
that it is part of the learning process too, because when I remember getting started in marketing, and sometimes you don't know what you don't know, and as you get better at it, you know kind of when to edit, when not to edit. But in the beginning, there's that learning curve there to know when to do what. But here, let me see. So
You want to move that bar over? Or?
no, I'm gonna see, because it looks like you have everything set up correctly.
I did every video. I did all 48 of them. I went through every one of them, and I've watched a few of them twice.
That's
Well,
awesome.
I
It
went
looks
through
like-
it yesterday because I was trying to figure out what you're doing right now, and I couldn't figure it out.
So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to see if I can find those leads just inside of Facebook itself. So I'm on your Facebook page. Let me just see here. Yeah, lead count 4. So let's see. So
That's
Would
pretty
4
nice.
be people who have clicked on the link, or
No, 4 is people who have filled out the form.
really?
what I'm trying to do,
Where
because
would that's the thing. Where would I find that?
yeah, for some reason,
It looks like the
Okay.
integration might have not been set up correctly. So
Well,
we're
no,
gonna have to-
no, that was all. So what's going on is this is all set up correctly, but the leads didn't come in. And so what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to find the leads inside of Facebook so I can download them and import them.
I did mine as a test at the beginning, the first night, and everything came through. And in fact, before I just logged on, I got another text message from Ashley on my phone. So and it was working for me when I filled it out. But
Okay, so that's good to know. So before we get too ahead of ourselves, and get too excited, this could be a pixel, like false reporting from the Facebook pixel, which is okay. And it is normal. So with Facebook, the tracking, it's heavily dependent on how people have their own phones and computers set up. So for example, those of you who have iPhones, a little while back, when they introduced iOS 14, you started to see pop-ups in your app saying, hey, do you want to allow this app to track? And anybody who says no, the Facebook pixel can't track those leads. So like sometimes you might have 10, like Facebook will tell you have 10 leads, but you have 5. Or Facebook will tell you have 5 leads, but you have 10. And so whenever I look at reporting, the reporting's still fairly accurate. So you can still make decisions off of it. But in a situation like this, where it says you have 4 leads and based on what you're telling me, you tested it and everything worked, that tells me that potentially when you opted in, it might have counted you 4 times. And so you may not have gotten leads.
well, yeah, that was going to be my next thing was I was testing it and going to the website because I wanted to see the very first page, what it said, like, Power Play Mortgage on it and stuff like that. And
Right.
everything looked good. So, I mean, I went to it, maybe I went to it 4 times. I know I went to it more than once.
Well, in that is possible. So, and that's what I'm checking for, because I'm trying to find it because Facebook's changing their stuff all the time, but there's a place where you can actually see leads inside of Facebook. I'm just trying to remember where the heck that is real quick. So
I know
Well,
this is,
Google
to
that.
me, Facebook is just so confusing.
You
I
get
try
used to
to, I
it.
try to learn it and go through it and everything, but it
Uh-huh.
just seems to be so much.
And you do, just like what Alex was saying, you do get used to it. Like, because what we're teaching you guys how to fish is what we're doing. And once you start doing it fairly regularly, a lot of this stuff becomes very normal, because the more you do it, like the way you learn the most is by executing and actually doing the thing. And so when you watch the videos and then you actually start doing stuff, that's where more of the learning starts to happen. And then the more frequently you do that, the better you're going to get at it. And the cool part about our process is you don't have to log into Facebook
Right.
a
To
whole lot.
run an ad.
Yeah.
Right. That's
Right.
the idea behind it. Trying to bypass all that confusing stuff, right?
Fishing tools button.
So, Brandon, are you going? So what exactly are you trying to accomplish right now? You're trying to reintegrate, or
No. So I'm trying. So with lead form ads, whenever somebody opts in, there is a place in Facebook that stores those leads.
right?
That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to find the list of
Oh,
leads so we can just
okay,
confirm.
we can get that later and send it to him, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
But what I want to figure out is we need that to just work automatically. We need that to go into his CRM automatically. That's what we should be doing.
That's part of what I'm double checking, because it looks like it looks like he hasn't gotten leads and that it's only for his test lead. And he said he hit it multiple times. And so I think all 4 opt-ins are him, because when he opted in,
I see.
everything did work automatically. So
Yeah.
that tells me everything's set up right.
Right.
And so this is what I'm doing, is I'm just confirming my suspicion of,
Right.
how many leads actually came in. So just bear with me here. Here,
And
Alex,
I get the Facebook sends me the credit card payment and saying I had like 31 impressions and stuff like that. So,
and you probably did, because that's the other thing too, is with ads, you're also building brand equity in your area, because you're gonna have people who see it. That's your brand equity. You're gonna have people who opt in. Those are your leads.
okay.
So when you get impressions, those are people that are actually seeing your brand, your logo, your offer. They're seeing that in their Facebook feed. Let's see. You know what? why don't we do this? Let's have you and I hop on after this call
Okay.
sometime today so we can continue this, because I want to make sure we get to everyone's questions. And this
Right.
one,
Right.
I want to do a
And
little
to
more poking
everybody
around.
else, this is just a one-off. This is not a service that we provide. Brandon is not going to be doing one-on-one calls with everybody.
No,
Just so you guys know, all right. Well, this is what we have these coaching calls for. But again, if there's a one-off where we can't figure it out, or not necessarily figure it out, but it's a longer process, then we once in a while we'll jump on.
That's fine. You can move
Okay.
on to someone else and we can do this later.
So next up, I'm just going down the list of what I see, Craig. So I'm going to mute you, Craig, and then I will message you to arrange something with Brandon.
Okay.
Sound good? Okay.
That's fine.
So I'm going to unmute Andre. Let's see if Andre needs any help. Hey, Andre.
Hey, what's going on?
How's it going? So
Good.
Andre got signed up, I believe, yesterday.
Yep.
How are things going?
Well, what you just walked through helped me out a lot. I wasn't even sure how to get the ads set up on Facebook. I connected my account.
Well, that's not necessarily how you get the ads set up on Facebook. Like, guys, that obviously, I mean, you're going to set up your business page, right? But after that, you're really not going to need to log into Facebook. You're just going to go down to your ad management button in your platform in order to run ads.
So that I'm looking at that now, and it showed me that I was missing some information in my business page.
Okay.
So I'm fixing that now and going back and making sure that all those red exclamation marks are gone, so that I can go ahead and get some ads going.
Gotcha. Awesome. So it's nothing in particular you need help with, or did that answer your questions?
That answers my question. Like, that was going to
Okay.
be it. I didn't even know how to get started, so I was here for the 101. But now it looks like I'm off and running. So
heck
Okay.
yeah.
Awesome. All right. So next we are going to go to Jessica. Hold on, Jessica. Let's see. Hey, Jessica.
Hey, Alex.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm
Busy.
good. What's that sigh for? What's going on?
Oh, it's just been a super busy day trying to be honest, I don't even know if I ran my campaign correctly.
Okay. Well, if you want, you could share your screen and show us what you're working with.
I just got into the office. I wanted to jump on the call so I can hear what people have to say, and I got to log in. Go on to somebody else.
Okay. All right. I will. Thanks. So next, let's see, hold on just a second. Oh, Tom Jarrett just came in. So I think Mohit we could take care of quickly, Brandon, because he has that domain related question that
Yeah.
we had overridden. So it'd be best if you explain. Mohit, I'm taking you off mute.
Yeah, so Brandon, thanks for all your help so far. I just want to make sure, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to use my own domain or continue to use the domain that you had set up for me? And if so, what are the next steps from there? How do I verify? I have added the pixel in Facebook, and I can give the TX, the meta tag for the TXT record. I can do that if that's what is needed. What should I do next?
Yeah, so great question. So based on a lot of the feedback we've gotten, and this includes your experience as well with domains, is we found that the domains was an area of struggle for a lot of students. So what we did is we made it to where you guys can actually use our domain, which is homeratepro.com. And just so you guys know, we've made it so simple that now inside of your Lead Hackers software, when you go to domains, all you got to do is add your first and last name .homeratepro.com, and it'll automatically create what's called a subdomain. And so you can then use that website for all your marketing. So Mohit, you don't need to verify your domain anymore, which is awesome.
Okay.
And you would just use the domain that we created for you. And let me double check your account, because I think we did it. I think we created it for you on the last call, but let me just.
Yeah, you had created mohit.homeratepro.com, I believe.
Right.
Yeah. So what you would do from here is you would just continue on with the setup videos. So on the setup videos, you'd continue from the domains video onward, because that'll tell you what next steps. Because you're gonna want to grab your booking page domain and put that in the custom values, etc. And the videos explain how to do that. So where you would pick up is just on that under the
Yeah,
lead hacker platform setup.
I have
Go ahead.
I've done all of that. I did all of that already, bookings and everything. The question I
Heck
had
yeah.
was the next one. If I continue to use that, then in terms of the domain verification, you're saying I don't need to verify it now.
No, you don't need to do that anymore. Nope. Because we basically took care of that for you by having you guys use our system domain. And just so you guys
Oh
know,
no,
go ahead.
help me understand. So in Facebook, there is also this domain verification, right? It says not verified right now.
Yeah,
That's
and
okay, right?
you don't need to do that.
Okay.
Yep, you don't need to do
And
that.
then what about the pixel and all of those things I need to do, or none of those things?
So the pixel, what you want to do is you still need to add the pixel code to your funnel. So when it comes to the conversion ads, you still want to add your pixel code.
It depends on what ads you're running, right?
It does, but what you don't need to do at this point is in the custom values. If you already did it, great. But if you didn't, you no longer have to add your pixel ID and pixel access code.
Okay.
So all you need to do moving forward is just add your pixel code to the sales funnel per the videos, and that's it. Then you're ready to go and you're ready to run ads. And with the lead form ads, kind of what we've been walking through here with Power Play Mortgage, you don't even need the funnels for that. So the first type of ad that we teach you guys, you actually don't even need the sales funnel at first.
That's what I created, a lead ad.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And my next question was the cost per lead I'm seeing right now is around $16.
What state are you in?
California.
California. That makes sense. It should go down. California is infamously known to be a little bit more expensive than other states. What cost per lead?
What should I expect?
Let me see what cost per lead we are getting in California for our agency, and I will. But again, we have years and years of pixel data, so we're going to be a little bit further ahead of the game than you guys. Hold on just a second here.
And anything, a good rule of thumb is anything below $25 a lead is considered good. I mean, once you start get up, when I see cost per lead, and again, depends on the state, but generally speaking, if I see it get to around $16 to $20 a lead, I'll start to look at it and see like, is there anything I can do to make that better? But
what type of campaign were you running in California? Because there's 6 different occupations. I know healthcare does really well in California. What were you running?
It was I chose the general template.
General template should be okay. If it's still, I mean, I'd let it run for a while, right? Because when you first start running it, for example, if I first start running an ad, it's going to say, oh, this is $100 cost per lead. But then what happens is they find the right person and Facebook says, ooh, I'm going to go find somebody exactly like this who just clicked on this ad. And the cost per lead comes down lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. So if you're just starting out, if you're in the first, I don't know how long your ad's been running, probably just a few days. I wouldn't panic at all. That's totally normal. The cost will absolutely come down. And if not, just switch the type of campaign that you're running. Run healthcare program or veterans do well, and run those type of campaigns. Or you can also, another thing that you can do is expand your area. So when we run ads, usually what we do is to get a low cost per lead is we'll run it statewide, because a bigger pond to fish in means bigger whales, right?
I mean, I gave California as a state in the target city or state option.
Right. Okay.
How long have you been running them?
Just a few days.
And what are you spending per day?
It's, I believe, $35 per day is what it's set to.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And just like what Alex said, just let it run for another, I'd say another 3 to 5 days. And
I'd say even more than that, at least a week.
Well, yeah, because 3 to 5 days plus 3 days is about a week. Yeah. So after you do about a week total, if you're still around that $16 lead mark in California, I imagine that's obviously like Alex can get the data, but I would consider that about average. If you start to get up to like, $20 a lead, then yes, you want to start changing things up. But if the week goes by and you're still getting $16 leads, I would let
Mhm.
I would let it ride, especially if you're spending $35 a day. You should be roughly getting about 1 to 2 leads a day.
So, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No. So which isn't bad. It's not bad. Is it the
Okay.
best? Not necessarily, but it's also not. It would not raise flags for me.
Okay. And Alex mentioned that the other campaign types might be more successful, like health and VA
Yeah. So
campaigns.
it depends, right? So I know there's a lot of healthcare professionals in California, for example, right? So let's say if
Mhm.
you were to do a first responder campaign, which we have the
Mhm.
templated ad for first responders. A place that you want to do
Mhm.
that is like New York City. You know what I mean? Like New York is going to have a ton of first responders. So,
Mhm.
just apply logic. If you live in California, you're going to know, or for example, I've seen successful veteran ads ran. It's like, well, maybe you should run that by a military base,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
as far as from a
Yeah.
location standpoint, so,
Okay.
there's different things that you could tinker with in order to figure out, what the most successful ad is.
Okay. So just give it a short few of these, run this for some time, then run
Yeah, I
the
think it's
other
far
ads
too
for some
early to
time,
make a
see what.
determination on the ad spend, on the cost per lead,
Yeah.
that is.
Okay.
All right. Does that answer
Sounds
all
good.
your questions,
Yep.
Mohit?
Yep, that's it.
Awesome. Okay.
The
So
other
next,
question, just one final question.
yeah,
Just
of
one final
course.
question.
Uh-huh.
So the bonus videos, I looked at the bonus videos and it says, automate the LinkedIn
Right.
and send them a message like, okay, I have leads for you or buyers for you,
Uh-huh.
would like to connect, but I don't have any buyers, right, for them.
Well, you do
So is that
now
the right
because,
message to send?
right. Well, you do now, right? Because you're generating home buyer leads. So what you're going to say is
Yeah,
like, hey, I will share my home buyer leads with you.
okay. So these leads in Facebook, they don't even pick up the phone. So I got 3-4 leads right now, right?
Way
And
too small of a
I've
sample
called
size.
them.
Way too small
Okay.
of a sample size. That's like saying, I mean, that's way too small of a sample size, especially if you're doing short form leads. Judy,
Mhm.
in fact, Judy is in this chat. She was saying the same thing. She's like, no one's picking up the phone, but she only had 16 leads. I'm like, hey, this is a numbers game, just like anything else, right? And
Yeah.
the type of leads that you're running, by the way, are short form leads. Yes, they're cheaper, which means they're less intent. For example, when I go on Facebook, have you ever filled out an ad and then that ad will autofill your name and email? Like your name and email are already filled out for you because Facebook already has that information. So all you have to do is click the submit button. That's a split-second commitment for you. So what do you think is going to happen when somebody calls you a week later? You might not remember filling out that ad, right? So
Mhm.
that's why personally, my personal preference is the long form lead.
Mhm.
Yes, they're more
Okay.
expensive, but the lead is higher quality. But it's still like, dude, if you have 4 lead, like for example, when we run our agency, we're like, hey, look, the first month is the worst month. And the reason we say that is because look, if day one I only generate 3 leads, well, that means I only have 3 leads to call on. But by the first month is complete, I have 100 leads to call on. And then
Mhm.
maybe 10 of them pick up. You get what I'm saying? So that's where
Yeah.
you want to, it's a numbers game, just like anything else. Not every single lead that you get is going to pick up. In fact, the majority of them probably will not, which is why you have to keep
Mhm.
nurturing them, right? It's why you have to
Mhm.
send them text messages. Hey, can I help? That's where the nurturing comes in, right? So you still have to, these aren't leads that are going to be knocking on your door saying, hey, I'm ready to, I want to buy a home. Like you still have to work the leads. And that might mean
Mhm.
calling them 3, 4, 10 times, right? But until they pick up the
Mhm.
phone.
Right. 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 Okay.
Something
Sounds good. Thanks.
Yeah, and something that's cool about this too is we're building the most important asset to any business. Like that's what you guys are doing for yourselves, which is your list. Your list of contacts is the most valuable asset you can possibly have. I have a family friend who very successful in business, and he had a competitor. He offered the guy 50 grand just for the guy's phone number, and the guy laughed. He's like, "Well, but that's my business. Like those are my contacts." He's like, "Exactly." um, your list is your most powerful asset you have. And if you generate, let's say 100 leads and you only get to talk to, let's say 5 to 10 of them, that doesn't mean that all those other leads go to waste. That's where nurturing comes into play. So, next quarter, we can run what's called a database reactivation campaign where all the leads that you did not turn into business, we can then send a text campaign to them saying, "Hey, were you still interested in getting a home in California?" And you'd be surprised how powerful that is. It is so powerful. So um, make sure you guys have long-term thinking when it comes to lead generation, because where I see a lot of companies, and not just in the mortgage industry, in several industries where business owners typically get tripped up, is patience. Any kind of lead gen, even if it's not internet leads, even if it's direct mail, if it's lunch and learns. I used to be in insurance. I used to do lunch and learns every Friday. No matter where you generate leads, it's you're always only going to have a handful that are hot and ready to go right then. You're going to have some that are cold that probably will never do something, but what makes up about 80% of your leads are going to be the people in the middle. Those are the ones that are warm. And your job, our job as a marketing agency, if we're doing it for people, and then your job, because we're teaching you guys how to fish, is to turn those warm leads into hot leads. And the way you do that is it's just through those long-term, relationships and nurturing. And
yeah, it's a snowball, and it's a snowball effect, right? Because what'll happen is when you're doing it for long enough, all right, now the people that you got in the second month, maybe they convert in month 8 or month 3, or month like 5. You know what I mean? And it just is a snowball effect, because as long as you're nurturing them all of a sudden, every single month, you're going to have new people purchasing, new people buying. And there are people there were leads that were generated months ago. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm actually glad Alex said that. So this brings up another feature of the software we set up for you guys. If you guys notice, you have that opportunities tab, you have that pipeline. That's why we put those stages in there, because we have stages that say, it's a hot lead, which means they're ready to move in 1 to 3 months. It's a warm lead, they're ready to move in 3 to 6 months. And then a long-term lead, which is 6+ months. If you guys are utilizing that pipeline correctly, and you guys are actually taking the time, whether it's during the day or at the end of the day, to do what we call clean up your pipeline, if you're keeping things organized, then you know who to follow up with. Like, oh, this guy,
right.
Like, I know, they said they were ready to go after 6 months. I'm going to go ahead and call these people now, and see if I can't get them back on the phone. So make sure you guys are leveraging those aspects of the software too, because they're super powerful, guys. In my opinion, in sales in general, the CRM, your customer relationship management system, your CRM is your most powerful ally, because that's what helps you keep your sanity and what helps you know what you need to be doing day to day. The best salespeople are the ones that keep their pipelines clean, keep accurate notes in the contacts.
Right.
Yeah, they stay organized. Like when I was doing insurance, I was dealing with hundreds of leads. And if I didn't keep good notes and use my task list, man, I would have had such a hard time knowing who to follow up with and when. A good system should do the thinking for you, essentially. So anyway, that maybe Alex, next call, a good topic we can cover, instead of just doing Q&A, a good topic would be using the CRM functionality correctly. Let's definitely do that. But one more tip, and then we can move on, is whenever you're calling internet leads, I've said this before, always, always, always double dial. If you call the lead and they don't answer, don't leave a voicemail yet. Hang up, count to 5 or 10, and then call them right back. If they don't answer, then leave a voicemail. But you'd be surprised how many people answer the phone on that second dial, because human nature, anytime you get a random phone call, you think it's spam. But if you get it twice in a row, oftentimes
this must
you're
be important.
yeah. And
this might be an emergency.
Yeah, and I'll even joke with people because people will answer and be like, "Oh man, I thought you were like a spam caller," and I'll laugh like, "Oh man, that's exactly why I called you twice," because everyone thinks that, So definitely, if you guys aren't double dialing, do that. Not just with the leads we're teaching you, do it whenever you're trying to make a sales call. Double freaking dial that crap. You will get way more answers.
Okay. Yeah, I've always made only one call and then the next day. So yeah, I'll give that a shot.
Yep,
That
and
sounds
do that
good.
every time. So if you're calling them 3 days in a row, you're gonna double dial every time you
Mhm.
call them.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Good,
All
Mohit.
right. Thanks for the tips.
All
No
right,
problem, man.
we're moving to Judy next. Although Judy, I am not sure that your issue is a us issue. It sounds like it's a Facebook issue. But we'll try our best.
Well, I think my problem is that I have, if, I don't know if I could share my screen with you.
Yeah,
Yes,
go
you
for
can.
it.
I'll make you the co-host right now. Good to go.
And I can't remember who I was helping here. We might have some time after Judy.
You're gonna do the one-off, Craig.
Craig. So Craig, if you stay on, we might have a few minutes after this to just finish troubleshooting that for you.
Okay, Judy.
Do you see my screen?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, so what I want to make sure is that I've got the long form going on these campaigns, because I know that I went through the last time I spoke with you, we went through the new system you set up where you can just go in and click on the long form.
Right.
But I don't see, I don't see, I don't know.
Go to your Lead Hackers platform. I just want to see the contacts to see if there's additional information there, Brandon. Is that the right thing to do? I think it is, right?
Say again?
So she's trying to see if she's getting long form leads.
Yeah, additional.
So we would show her where she would see the additional information.
Mhm.
You go to your Lead Hackers platform.
I'm trying to minimize you guys here. Hold on a second. Because I've got the screen covering. Lead Hackers. Is this it?
Oh, that's the course.
Okay. So it's what is it?
app.leadhackers.io.
I want to bookmark that too. You just press enter.
Yeah, it's got that autofill.
Go to contacts. Let's see what we got there. Okay. So these are the leads that you have. Check the one, click the one that was made 3 hours ago. Mary Therese Patras. Yeah, click that one. Scroll down. Go on.
It's right there. Scroll up just a little. A little more. There. Additional info.
Click additional info. She didn't.
No. So if you look on the right-hand side under activity, this was a lead form ad.
Oh, okay. So she
Here-
might have not generated any long form leads yet. When did you start the long form?
I thought we started one with you. I started one with you. Not Brandon wasn't in the meeting at the time. It was just, I believe, Alex, you took me into the.
I remember that. Brandon, can we go to ad management and figure out if it's a long form or short form in ad management?
Yeah, and I just requested control. Let me check one thing real quick. Let me see the title of it.
It might not even be running. Oh, that's the top one, I believe. So I think the top one is long form. We haven't.
This is lead form.
That's lead form. So
Lead
that's
form.
conversions. Conversions is off though.
Yeah, so it looks like you haven't been running it.
Oh,
Let's see, maximum.
You got to click it, turn it on. See right there how the other ones are blue?
yeah.
Right.
Now, bear in mind, you're spending all of this per day. So like if you only want to run the
So-
one,
So I don't, if I'm running this one,
You don't
then
want to run the other.
I
We
don't
can do
want to
the other.
run
But
that.
there's two of them. All right.
I want to
She's
keep
also
the
running the
Spanish
one.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, that's no problem.
so bear in mind, so you're spending both of that per day. So you're spending $25 a day.
She should.
between
She
the
should-
two.
She should be spending 35 a day.
I know. I'm just making her. I'm just letting her be aware. And then let me just double check this real quick. So let's go here. Sometimes we got to refresh on Facebook. If you pro tip, if you ever can't see what you're looking for on Facebook, refresh it.
Okay.
That'll usually. Oh, did you guys finish setting that up?
What?
I'm wondering if. Let me
Well,
see.
it was set up through the plugin, Brandon.
Oh, got it. Got it.
But
Got it.
but yeah, make sure it's running correctly. Is there even an ad there? I don't see it.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like there's an ad set or an ad.
Okay,
Hmm.
so this was done through the.
Yeah,
like,
go to ad management.
Yeah, so let's check that. All right, so
New campaign, mortgage.
so that's going through setup. So if we go to dashboard, there are no active campaigns.
Interesting.
So I wonder if what happened. I wonder if you guys started the process but didn't finish it.
Right. That's probably what happened.
That's my guess.
And I'd make sure that it's the same ad account too. So it's Judy Leads. So go back. Okay. Yeah, that's right. So just go to new campaign and launch it. Yeah. Mortgage. Did you want to do a general campaign, or what type of campaign did you want to do, Judy?
We did we selected the general at the time.
Okay. So
Okay.
let's select the general then. And what state are you in, Judy?
Illinois.
Okay. Switch that to landing page. This is great, so people can actually see how easy this is.
What was the daily budget?
It was
15?
I think it was
$15.
15.
15.
The website address, which is Express Loans for You, right?
Not
Correct.
necessarily. Well, because we're not
Oh,
going to send
right.
them to your website. We're going to send them to the sales funnel. So
We're
actually,
gonna send them to the sales funnel. That's right. So
let
it's
me
gonna
grab
be
that
this.
first.
Really important that you're paying attention, guys. When you're launching a conversion campaign, you want to make sure it's going to this website.
So we're going to copy that. And you'll copy it before you start, because I'm gonna have to start that over again, which is fine, but because it's super simple. But I copied that. Come over here.
That's something that we have to update in the videos, I think.
By the way, I'm not usually the guy that does the ads to this. It's just that this is my first time using this here, and this is like the simplest thing I've ever done.
Yeah, it's super
This is
easy.
amazing.
It's the best.
So that's
Paste.
And what kind of where are we targeting the whole state?
We're targeting the state of Illinois. You can target more. Go to expand section, and you
Right,
can target
because-
by city, states, but click states and regions, and then just type in Illinois.
Okay, but what if I wanted to just
You
target?
don't.
Go ahead.
It'll
Oh,
it'll
go
drive
ahead,
your
Judy.
cost up. Trust me when I say you want to go statewide.
Okay.
He's not lying.
And then
Guess
that's it.
his,
That's all you need.
And does that automatically negate that?
Not sure, but I'd make the radius at least 25.
I'm pretty sure it does negate that.
Okay.
So I think we should be good. All right, so we got that.
Launch campaign.
Holy crap, guys. This is the
Isn't
best.
it awesome?
That is so crazy.
I know. And it's like you're up and running.
So what happens to the other campaign that
We
I
turned
have?
it off.
Okay.
Yeah, it's and I'll go ahead and delete it too, so that way it's just not even there.
This will take a couple of minutes till it's launched, obviously, because you got to go through the APIs and all that good stuff, right?
Probably. I don't know. This is my first time using it. Like, this is, I can't
see
even
the
believe it. I'm
excitement.
like, I'm like, that is unreal.
I would just refresh it. See how quick it is. Because that
Refresh
bar,
this, or
no, I mean, that bar isn't moving either.
it might be creating it. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Wait, no, that's the same one. Hold on. Okay, see, I think it might still be creating it. Oh, yep, it moved. So we'll just let this sit here for a minute, but yeah, that's crazy, man. That'll be live.
A couple minutes.
All right, so here, leave this open, Judy,
Okay.
and then
Usually it goes a lot faster than that too. I don't know why it's taking so
it,
long, but
it
just
probably depends on
bar is
internet
moving.
connection and
Yeah.
and all that stuff, and plus Facebook's Facebook. Dayaki, let me see here. So setting up pixels. Dayaki and I are having a direct conversation. Setting up pixels, the video says to click.
Here.
No.
Can I show you my screen?
Yeah, wait
Yes.
just a minute because we do
Oh,
want
yeah.
to make sure that this goes through.
No problem.
Craig says his took a while to create as well, which makes sense because I mean, this is making
Mine
it
is
so you don't have to log into Facebook.
Mine is instantaneous. Like mine is like literally less than a minute
That's awesome.
where it runs. It might be a few different factors, probably internet, but
I'm still not worried about. I mean, dude, this is like the most exciting thing I think I've ever seen. That is, I can't believe that,
yeah, it's pretty awesome.
guys. I've been running ads for a long time. I'm speechless, actually.
Yeah, it's too bad you don't have campaigns in Spanish.
We're gonna
will.
put that in there. I promise, Judy.
developing
We will
them.
put that in there.
Because because the Spanish ad that I ran, that I have running, I've gotten a lot more responses.
Good.
Spanish
Yeah,
ads
no,
are
Spanish
incredible.
runs really well. In most states. What was I gonna say? Brandon.
Hmm.
Can you also get, before I forget, because I've been meaning, can you get the UpX login from Joe? Because I think he put it under his email and I need to transfer it to mine, if you don't mind, like later on.
I can check. I might even have it.
That would be awesome.
Can we even try? I mean, I have someone that speaks German. I have someone that speaks Ukrainian.
German, you're not gonna German, the cost per lead is gonna be too high. What we know is that there's a lot of Hispanics in the US, especially in Florida and California. But German, the cost per lead might be too high because there's not like a ton of German speakers in the US.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you're thinking of this, guys, regardless, you always want to think, all right, what type of people are in this specific population, right? So to my point before, it's like, hey, if I'm in New York, I'm going to run a first responders campaign because I know that there's a ton of firemen, a ton of police officers, right? So you want to think the same way about whatever languages, whatever it is. You want to strategically be able to place like, all right, this ad would be good in this state, this ad would be good in this state, right? I know there's a lot of veterans around this military base. You could target areas around a military base because you know that a lot of veterans live there. So there's different strategies around it. Is it up and running, Brandon?
So, oh my gosh.
What?
It's processing, but it's up and running.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, and this is good to know too, guys. So with Facebook, it can take up to 72 hours for your ads to go live.
Right.
Because what you do when you make an ad go live, you're submitting it to Facebook for approval, then they review it, and then it goes active. They say it can take up to 72 hours. Usually it's only sometimes it's instant, sometimes it's a couple hours, but you'll usually be up and running way faster than that. But just bear that in mind. Okay. Sometimes the approval can take up to 72 hours. That is rare in my experience. But it is good to know. That is so wild, guys. Like I am floored, actually.
You're
Yeah,
floored
that's so
because
sweet.
of the ad spend?
No, because of how simple that was. Like that was
We're
that was
we're used
crazy.
to we are used to running ads the way that it was made to be ran, right? We're used to doing the complex stuff and making the pictures and doing all that stuff through Facebook. But now it's easy to where you could just do it with just a few clicks of a button. And we're not used to that.
Ah, so you're blown away by the simplicity of the
Right.
Yes, like
I love
that. I can't even believe that, guys. Like that, to have something like that exist. I'm
Right.
speechless, man. Like that, I can't believe that just happened.
I love how your excitement is speechless, but yet it's not.
Oh.
That's the best type of excitement, isn't it?
Oh my gosh. Let's see. Cool. So yeah, you're all set. So once that ad gets approved, this will just start running itself, and it'll start spending your $15 a day, and you'll start seeing results there. So Judy, keep us posted on the next call.
Okay, will do. Thank you.
Thank you, Judy.
Take care.
Hey, oh, you too. Dayaki. Oh, and by the way, Judy's a good example. She's been with us a while now, and she's attended every call, and her stuff's
Yeah,
just gotten
she's
better and better.
been
So
great. She's on top of it. She's a hard worker. That's what we want.
Dayaki.
Dayaki's been good about showing up to these calls too.
Oh yeah.
I will be here. I will keep the ship up with you.
So go
Share my
Go-
screen.
yeah, share your screen. Just so you guys know, so there was some direct messaging between her and I. So what's
I'll
so,
make her the co-host.
it's about pixels and stuff. So
Sure.
we're gonna take a look here.
All right, share my screen. All righty, shared. Okay. So you see how in your video, this is your video.
Mhm.
You see how it says you want us to leave this blank? I just want to confirm that.
Oh yeah. So what you're doing, so this is when you're testing, you're setting up your funnel events for the pixel. And so the way this works is is this for lead, are you running lead form ads or conversion ads?
I guess the long form ones. Here
Perfect.
I am right now, and you want us to click on I don't have a website. I just wanted to confirm that, because then it asks us here to put the website.
Yes. So, okay, I'm so glad you're bringing this up. So, when you're running ads, whenever it refers to website, it is never referring to your actual like company website. It's referring to your sales funnel. It's referring to where we're going to drive traffic.
Oh, so then not like this one says then.
Yeah, just follow what, like if the video says leave it blank, because those videos were created by a guy named Austin, who he's responsible for all of our ads for our whole agency. That guy has run like hundreds of thousands of dollars per month in ads just in mortgage. So whatever his videos say, do that.
I think the video says at the link here. That's what was confusing. See, let me show you.
Just click this
Okay.
for me now. It's on this number 2 pixel anywhere you see it.
And then here,
All right, so now that we have that set up, we can just click this for right now.
I see. So
Yep.
he wants us to leave it blank.
Yep. Leave it blank.
Okay, because, all right, so then when I do that, makes it a little bit, so then it brings me to this.
Oh, so I see what you're doing. So you're in the advanced area. So with the updated change we made to domains, you actually don't need to worry about this part. This is for more advanced execution of the ads, which is it cool? Sure, but is it necessary? 100% not necessary. So with it, and that's because of the change we recently made. So is the main thing that matters is that you have your pixel code inside your funnel. And I'm not sure if you got to that part of the
connect data sources?
not necessarily. So here, let me take control of your screen again real quick.
I thought that's what it was here. Clicking on web and then clicking connect is what I understood. And
Yeah,
then the pixel, I already did that, create pixel. And then this thing here, he wants me to click on, I don't
Yep.
have a website.
Now, if you already created a pixel, don't continue this. If you already created one,
No, well, I haven't
oh, cool. Yeah, so keep going.
because I was concerned. And then here, I don't have a website, just click continue and it brings me here.
Now, from here, just keep following that video. Do what he says in the video, because once you create the pixel, he's gonna have you add what's called pixel code to your sales funnel.
Okay.
But yeah, you're good to go. Just keep following along with the videos, and you're right on track. And guys, I'll emphasize this again. Anytime we talk about websites, we're never referring to your actual company website. It is always, always, always 100% of the time the sales funnel. Okay. So whenever you need a link or anything like that, it's always the sales funnel link. All right. I'm so glad you brought that up.
Yeah,
'Cause,
because there's quite a few areas here in the settings that ask for website.
Yep. And we're referring to funnels. So the only time you wouldn't do that is in the business.
Should we clarify that, Brandon, in the course? Maybe.
I'll watch we can go through the videos and just review them and just make sure.
Let's go through that tonight.
Yeah, just to make sure, like, because for all we know, it might be in there.
Yeah.
We'll double check. But yeah, so like down here under business info, see where it says business info? Scroll down.
Right here, I clicked on this one.
Now, when you're going through this
says
is where you would use, this is the only place you would use your actual website.
Okay, because I did that. Okay, so
yeah, that is correct. So there's the only place you'd use your actual website. Everywhere else, in the ads, in the pixel, all that stuff is the sales funnel.
Okay. And then here, this was the other thing that it says business verification status unverified.
So you actually don't have to, if you click certain, to access certain Facebook products, your organization must be verified. Click that real quick. Because if I remember right, I think this is more e-commerce type stuff. But yes, you don't necessarily, let's see. I mean, if you have that information, it absolutely doesn't hurt to be verified. So if you've got the information, go ahead and verify your company name.
But it's not necessary.
Again, I'm going to default to Austin on this. So whatever he says to do in his videos, do that.
Yeah, he doesn't mention that. And
So if he doesn't mention it, I wouldn't even worry about it.
Okay, and then I ended up doing all these other things. And then the other question that I had is over here, when we go to Facebook form fields mapping, it's blank.
Tiaki, can you tell us where the videos are in the course that you were talking about for Andre?
Well,
sure.
He said where are the videos, so I just want to make sure that he.
Okay, it is
yeah, so this is under advanced options. So you're gonna have an advanced options section in your course, Andre. And this is like extra stuff if you need to like set up a pixel or verify your domain, things like that. So it's not 100%, it's not like a mandatory thing, but they're just bonuses for you to check. But to answer your question, under the tab advanced options.
I think it's this one here.
Okay.
So it's this one here. And then it says to go to Facebook form. And I could not find that.
Yeah, let's take a look at that. So is it okay that I take over your screen?
Sure. But that was on the CRM section.
Yeah, that's where I'm going right now. Just to check that for you. So you're saying that the form field mapping is blank, right?
I'm sorry, you broke up. What did you say?
Oh, you're saying that the Facebook form field mapping was blank, correct?
Yeah, when I click on that, there's nothing there. So I can't do what the videos. Oh, that wasn't there before.
Yeah, so what happened is when you used our awesome ad creation tool that I just went through for the first time, was mind blown by. You just want to give it, like you saw that it took a little bit of time, but then this will show up here.
Oh, okay, that wasn't there 1 minute ago. I got it.
Yep. So then now for the most part, it should be automatically mapped, but always just double check, phone, email, save, and you're now ready to go.
So can I now officially launch ads?
I think they're already launched. Let's see. That might already be.
I set up the payment info and all of that.
No, you're still gonna want to set up the pixel and everything. But yeah, if you're doing lead form ads, you should be.
Well, we want to do the long form, right? That was the idea. Right,
Ye-
Alex, the long,
I'm a big long form guy. I like the
Yeah.
long forms.
we're gonna do the long form.
So yeah, let's check what we have. So it looks like.
But here's what I will say, Diaki. I know that you want to use the call center. And if you're using the call center, you should be using short form because it's more of a volume game and you have these people blowing through those leads.
Yeah, so until I speak with someone there, I think you said that the person called in
Right.
sick. So in the meantime, I guess I
Do
can
long
do
form
Sure,
or
yeah,
short form
100%.
or long form. Yeah. Okay, so let me just double check. All right, so campaign objective, lead form, instant forms. Okay, so this is not a long form one. So this is a lead form. So what you want to do is we want to turn this one off
Oh, okay.
because this is just that short form scenario. Alex, can you turn ads on and off from
Yeah. You
Oh
can do it
my-
right there. You see that
are
little blue
you-
bot, the little
oh
blue
my
button?
gosh, guys.
Yeah.
This
He's blown
is
away.
oh, this is
blown
like the
away by
coolest
the
thing I've
design.
ever seen.
Revolutionary.
Yes, like not even joking. That is revolutionary.
Changes the game.
I got goosebumps, guys. That's how
anybody-
weird I am about marketing.
Now anybody
that's-
can market.
You're excited about technology as well.
Oh my gosh, I love this stuff. I'm the back end guy, if in case you guys are wondering. Like I do all that software stuff and
So
so
the one
here's
that I had was not the long form.
no, so that's what this is. So the funnel is the long form, which is the conversion ad. So again, we're gonna grab this link. And actually, I don't want to do this yet because you still need to finish the videos because you need to add your pixel code here.
Sure,
So
I can do that.
yeah, so continue on with the videos
Okay.
and then go through the ad setup for conversion ads, and then you'll be ready to go.
Where do you see conversion ads? Because I guess do the pixels, but I didn't see that. Connect data source.
So finish this setup here.
Okay.
Yeah, just finish all of that, and then you would, I guess, go back to the ad creation area.
So right now it's running just the short formats.
Yes, but we turn that off.
I would be curious to see what I get.
Hey, then I mean, we can turn. Hey, it's so simple. There's a switch right here. There, now they're back on.
He's loving this. Yeah.
Oh, I am. This is
it's
crazy.
only $17.
That's
17
fine.
miles. I'm just curious.
That's fine because again, it just comes down to simple math. If you're getting $12 leads, $17 is about 1.5 leads a day. You know, if a lead's $10 and you're spending $20 a day, theoretically you should get 2 leads a day. So that's something else that's cool, guys, is the longer you run ads, it can then become predictable because you're like, you know what? My cost per lead is you know, $10 a lead and I want to get 100 leads this month. Then you know what you need to spend. You know, so that's what's so cool about paid digital advertising compared to other advertising mediums is it can become very predictable.
Now, where does this, when a lead does click on it, does it have my email and my phone number where it's going to be connected to? I did that, but I want to make sure that that's where it's going to go.
Yeah. So what's cool is we mapped that form, right? So we mapped your Facebook form, and here, let's see if you've gotten any leads. Let's see.
It says it's in review, maybe?
Probably. Oops, let's go this way. Yeah, in review. I was just checking because it was already on, so I was just seeing, depending on how long it had been running. But
And it goes to my email.
yeah.
Or
So what's gonna happen is when a lead comes in, because we mapped those fields. Okay, that's a key part. That's what brings leads from Facebook into Lead Hackers. But once it comes in, oh, let's see, once it comes in,
Ooh. I didn't even realize it's 106, Brandon. We're going over our time.
crap. Yeah, we got to wrap this up. Facebook form, awesome. So yeah, the lead will come in and it will it'll send you a text. And that text is based on the location phone number. Okay. And it'll say new lead and it'll have their info here and it'll say log in.
And my location number is under profile, the profile that I set up. Okay.
And yeah, and I'm gonna update this, guys. This is app. Oh yeah, you have view only access, so I'll have to. Oh no, you don't. Okay, cool. So but yeah, you'll get a text message whenever you get a new lead, and it's gonna text to your location phone number that you have set up in the business info settings. So right, this phone number here, that's where you'll get a text to.
Awesome.
Okay.
Wonderful.
All right, guys. Well, oh, where do we find the videos? So Andre asked, where do we find the videos? That's gonna be.
I answered that question.
Heck yeah.
Hey, are there two separate sites? I don't see advanced options menu. Are there two separate sites? I don't see an advanced options menu. Andre, so when you signed up for this, you received a text message, and at the bottom of the video, it says how to log in. It shows you how to log into two different things. One of them is your platform. The other one is the course. So if you only have one login, that means that you skip the video for the login to the platform, which for some reason people keep doing that. Is that what you're kind of talking about, Andre? You're off mute. You there, Andre?
Yeah, we can't hear you if you're talking.
Better now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's exactly what's going on. I've been able to access the lead management system, the CRM, where I can launch the campaigns, but I didn't have access to the other site. So I got the email, but not the text. What?
Go ahead.
You did get the text. I'm looking at it right now. I see that.
No. I'm saying I saw the email, but not the text. So I'm going into my phone right now. Now, what
Gotcha.
phone number should I be looking for from? Because I get a lot of text.
310-927-8565.
No, that's my number.
Right. You got a text message at that number. I'm looking at it right now.
Right,
It
but
says-
what's the from number?
I got it here. I see it here. All right,
Heck
great.
yeah, awesome.
So this is
If
perfect.
you want, I can resend it to you.
Yeah, can you do that? Actually, do that so it's at the top, because actually this message is for our meeting.
Yep.
Oh, you're just gonna
I went
copy
ahead and
paste
sent
that?
it just now.
Heck yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. Awesome. All right. We'll
Awesome.
talk
All
soon
right.
then, guys. Appreciate everybody. Thank you, guys. We'll see you on Tuesday at noon. Craig, I haven't forgot about you. I'm gonna have to reach out to set a scheduled time with Brandon.
All right, folks, have a wonderful day. Talk to
Thank
you
you,
all.
everybody.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.